I'm trying to get my cam on so you guys can just see me, but for some reason I'm not seeing. There it is. Okay. GoToWebinar the past couple of months has been not so good. Hey everybody. All right, so I am on camera now. So I just want to do a couple of checks to make sure everybody can hear me and see me. So you should see my screen where it says like me to win tonight on Facebook at amvipfb.com, and then you should see me here right now. I am wearing a blue shirt, and if you wonder what Plenty of Fish is, it's one of the world's largest dating websites, and I used to do a lot of promoting on their platform. I used to buy a bunch of ads there, so they sent me a bunch of free t-shirts back in the day. So I don't have a dating profile on there, I promise you. I just spent a lot of money there promoting stuff. So everybody says they can see my screen and they can see me and they can hear me. So this is good. We've got people just literally piling in the room tonight. We are going to be giving away $200 cash money. We always give away free money every week. And tonight I'm going to be showing you something that's pretty much off the cuff. And it's something that I think a lot of you will like. However, I don't have like a full set presentation ready for it. I have a couple of slides I'm going to show you. But since I've been teaching you guys so much about Shopify, I have had a lot of people coming to my Facebook page, which, by the way, I'm just going to toss this link in the chat box for anybody, because I'm going to announce the winner of tonight's cash money $200 prize on my fan page, and you have to basically comment on a post I'm going to make later, and that's how I'm going to choose the winner. So you want to make sure that you go here and you like the page and you comment when I tell you to. So there's the link for everybody. And yeah, so anyways, my page is getting a lot of activity. You can see just this week alone, I've had over 2,700 people like my page. I've been responding to a lot of messages as much as I can. I have an average response time to messages as 26 minutes, so I go in there as much as I can and I respond to people. I sent out some really cool videos this past week on, it's just basically watching the aftermath of me sending an email to over 200,000 people on my list for e-commerce, which I'll just put in a 1 if y'all watched this video where I show you the aftermath of me sending an email. It ended up, actually this email ended up making me over $11,000 over the course of a week, 11 G's. So I see a lot of 1s in here. So I go in Google Analytics and I just show basically everything, you know, from A to Z, the aftermath of sending an email, and it ended up doing $11,000 in revenue over the course of 7 days. And that's because, you know, people, they don't check their email every day or every second of the day. So, you know, your email makes money over the course of time. So anyways, since I've had so much activity on my page, a couple of you in here have sniped out one of my real stores, not one of my demo stores, and I got a couple of messages about a little tool that I was using, asking what it was and where to get it. And it's something that I did not create myself. It's something that a buddy of mine created that has helped me make a lot of money on Shopify specifically. So tonight I'm going to go over that. I'm going to show it to y'all. But first I want to talk about optimization. Here's the thing with the free plus shipping method. When you put an ad out there on Facebook where your intent is to get a sale, just pay shipping and handling, make $10.97, maybe they buy 2 items, so you make 20 bucks. That's great. The second way you can follow up with them, the second way to make money and capitalize off that same customer is through email. which you can see right here in this video on my page. This is like right after I sent it, I think. But anyways, it made me over $11,000. So there's a ton of money on email. But how many of you in here would agree that over the last week that I sent out that 220,000 list and email, how many of you in here would agree that only a small portion of my list probably actually ever saw my email, opened it up, read it, and clicked on it? Just type in a hashtag I agree or hashtag agree if you would agree with me in that a very small portion of my list actually ever saw that email. Okay? So I've seen tons of, let's see, Vicky, Mark, Gabriella, Adelaide, John, Brad, David. Okay, I'm getting a lot of I agrees. Right? My open rate was about 10%, and my click rate was close to 2%. So I generated thousands of clicks, but there's 220,000 people on the list. So one thing that fits right in with the question I was asked on Facebook, plus the email that I just put out, is how can you recapitalize off every single visitor that makes a purchase from your store, right? Because you know that only a certain percentage of them will ever read your email. That's just the way that it is. Email is king, right? It definitely is king, but the fact of the matter is when you send out an email, it's not going to inbox in everybody's inbox. It's going to hit spam folders. You're only going to reach a segment of your list. So you have to email them over and over and over and over again to really extend your reach. But I have a third way that I instantly re-engage my customers, and I bring them back to my store, and I get them to buy more stuff. It's great to get to sell one thing, right? It's great to get the initial customer and sell them one thing, but your profit margin, you know, isn't that great. I mean, you make like what, $10, $15 profit if they spend 20 bucks? That's cool, but what if you were able to take your profit from $15 or $20 to $40 per customer? What if you were able to double your profit within the next day or the next hour or even within the next few minutes? How many of you in here would much rather double your profit than just accept the quick upfront money? Just say I would in the chat box. Just say I would. All right, so Jamie, James, Bear, Brad, Matt. All right, now, yeah, I see some hashtag double downs. I like that. Put in hashtag double down. I like that. Hashtag double down. That's good. I like hashtag double down. It's a good way to put it. All right, so the other way that people try to do this is with upsells. All right, another way people try to do this is with instant upsells. Now, I'm going to preface this webinar with this. I actually showed this exact method about 2 months ago to my inner circle students. I showed this method to you guys. I even see some of you on here that are already doing it that I've taught. And then I didn't show it to anybody else. So it's been about 8 or 9 weeks since I've shown this. And since then, we have had a lot of new members come onto my Profit Power Hour. And so this is going to be new to a lot of you, but some of you, you'll have already seen what I'm going to show you. So I will preface it with that. And somebody came in and messaged me, and they said that they found one of my stores. They said, I think I found one of your stores, and which they were right. And they said, I noticed something as I went through to look at your funnel, and I noticed that you're doing something that I'm not, and I'm interested in it. So how do I do it? Can you show me how it's done? And I said, well, I'll show you on this week's webinar. This is probably a good time to show all of you that are newer this tool. And remember, this is not my tool. It's something that one of my good friends and partners developed, and I use it, and it makes me a whole bunch of money. Okay, so I want to talk about this third way. I want to talk about optimizing on the customer. Customer acquisition is the most expensive part of marketing, okay? Just getting that customer. Now, once you get that customer, you got to squeeze every single penny out as soon as you can, because over time, the customer kind of fizzles, right? They go stale. The best time is now, right? That is the best time when they are hot and ready and they're in shopping mode. That is the best time to get them to come and double down on the sale, right? They've got their credit card out and they're ready to go. So tonight, I'm going to show y'all how I'm doing that with a really cool app that plugs into my Shopify store. But first, I want to walk you through some of these slides. I think it's maybe 8 slides, so it's not very many. I'm going to give you a live demo of this app, and I'm going to show you how you can get it, okay? And then at the end, we're going to give away $200, and I'm also going to do a Q&A here at the end, because a lot of you in here are newer. You're like I said, you're newer to my webinars. You came in through DX Commerce promotion with my brother, and you know, I'm going to use these Tuesday night webinars as a platform to answer a lot of your questions as well. So rest assured, we're going to do a little Q&A. I'm going to answer all of your questions at the end, and I think tonight will be very productive, and you guys are going to really enjoy it. And we're going to be giving away $200 at the end, okay? So what I want to do now is just pull over my slideshow right here, and you'll see that I call this the double dip method, but I like double down. It sounds better. The gentleman that you see here on the right is one of my partners. His name is Adam, and he actually came up with this this tool that I'm going to show y'all. And he's brilliant. He runs a 7-figure Shopify store, just like me, and he absolutely crushes. So I want to talk about a couple of things. Well, yeah, we got the $200 giveaway. That's for sure. We'll talk about that later, though. I want y'all to check something else out. For those of you that are new, this is a screenshot through January of my Shopify account, how much money I started making, and I want to show you how important it is to start doubling down on your profits, okay? You'll see here, I started out my very first month, I did $60,000, all right? The next month, I did 146, so I was able to more than double it. Then I stayed steady at 145, 164, then boom, 264, 257, and this time in January, I did 107. Since then, it's actually the month of January. This is an old screenshot because this is an older presentation. I remember I created this 8 weeks ago. In January, I did over $410,000 in revenue. So just last month, I did $410,000 in revenue on Shopify. I want to see a hashtag 400K in the chat box. A hashtag 400K. And I'll try to go in and maybe just take a live screenshot and pull it over here if I think of it later. Probably should update this. Anyways, hashtag 400K, which is an insane amount of money. I'm going to be honest with you. It blew my dang mind when I saw over 400K in revenue on a business that I just started, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was 7 months. It was on my 7th month that I pulled in over $400,000 on Shopify. So it just grew significantly, right? I'm well over $1.5 million in sales now, well over. So absolutely unreal. But one of the keys to my success isn't just acquiring the customer one time. The key is selling them stuff over and over and over and over again. The key is getting them to come back and buy more, okay? So what I'd like for you to write down in your notes is AOV. AOV. Let me see if I can write it down for you. AOV. Let's see if this works. AOV. Now, AOV stands for Average Order Value. Okay? Average Order Value. I don't know if this is actually going to show up, but hopefully you give me an A for effort. It might show up backwards, I'm not sure. Average order value, okay? What you need to learn how to do is increase your average order value, okay? Average order value. I want you to say it. Average order value. I cannot tell you how important that is. Because when you have somebody on your store, on your website, that is the time to sell, right? That's common sense. But you need to make sure instead of them buying a $10 product, they spend $50 or $100 and increase your average order value. And if you do this, you can double and triple your revenue. Like you will see, I went from 257K to 400K over the course of 30 days because I'm always maximizing and optimizing my average order value. And that's what tonight is going to be all about. And here's the other Shopify store. In January, it had done, at that time, it had done 78K. So the month before that, I did $300,000 because you take 257 and 110, so 367K in December, and I did 410K actually in January. All right, so anyways, that's just a screenshot of both of my stores, or the big ones. All right, so let's talk about this double down or double dip method. Getting customers to come back to your store and buy more stuff is your long-term goal. You're not in it to just get one sale. You're in it to get as many as you can. You want that customer to just jam-pack their shopping cart full of goodies to buy so you make more money. Because when you're advertising on Facebook, it doesn't matter how many products they do or they do not buy. You still have to pay for that traffic on Facebook. So let's say a click on Facebook costs you $1, and a customer comes in and spends 10 bucks. Okay, well you've made $9. Let's say they go in and they spend 20, right? Facebook click still costs you $1, but now instead of it being at a $9 profit, you're at a $19 profit, which is my point. So getting customers to come back to your store and buy more, long-term goal. Typically, this is done through email marketing and retargeting. Email marketing, y'all see, is great. You know, I love email marketing. One email made me $11,000 last week. So, I mean, it's like, that's just freaking nuts, and it didn't cost me anything. Retargeting. Retargeting makes me upwards of 1,000% return on investment, give or take, depending on the week and all that stuff, but up to 1,000% ROI. But I have to pay for retargeting ads. So I've got to create an ad, create a custom audience, and pay for them, and I'm re-engaging them after the fact, way later on, while they're on social media. It works, but there's an even better way to do it. This thing that I'm going to show y'all, and I said this 8 weeks ago to all of you that are on this webinar now that were on the presentation with my inner circle 8 weeks ago, it's freaking revolutionary. This changes the game. I've never seen anything like what I'm about to show you before. I've seen upsells before, but this is different. The mindset, the mentality is different. All right, but before I show you a demo, let's do a little, I want to play a mind movie. Maybe even use you as an example, yourself. Buyer persuasion. This is key to selling online. You want to persuade the buyer why it's in their best benefit, their best interest to go ahead and buy as much as they can right now. How many of you in here have ever gone shopping before? I don't know, let's say you went into Saks Fifth Avenue. It's a nice department store. And you were shopping. And you found, let's say, the example I used 8 weeks ago was jackets. Let's say you found 2 leather jackets that you really liked. 2 different jackets. You really liked both of them. You tried them on. They fit. You thought you looked cool or beautiful or pretty or handsome in the jacket, and you wanted both, okay? One was red, one was black, and you thought both of them were just awesome. but they were expensive. And you said, oh no, that's out of budget to buy both. I have to choose one. How many of you have ever been in that situation before in a store? Doesn't have to be with a jacket, but you know, whatever. Any item. You saw two things you wanted, but you had to pick one. Type in me. Just type in me if that's happened to you before. Okay. And I see literally everybody in here saying me. Happens to me all the time as well. I was just in that situation earlier today. My wife was buying me some new jeans because she told me that all of my jeans are old and that I need new ones because it's been like 5 years since I bought a new pair of jeans. So I went online and there were all these jeans and I was like, well, geez, like price has gone up on jeans in the past 5 years. And I mean, I want them all, but that would be ridiculous. So I sat there for like an hour trying to figure out which 2 or 3 pair of new jeans I wanted. It happens to all of us. All right, what if at the time you were in that dilemma trying to choose which one of the two you wanted, a sales clerk came up to you and said, hey, I'll tell you what, you buy this first jacket and I will give you 20% off or 30% off or some substantial discount off of that second jacket if you go ahead and buy it too within the next 30 minutes. So within the next 20 or 30 minutes, if you buy both, I'll give you 20% off the second one or 30% off the second one. How many of you in here would come up here, would actually take that offer and buy the second item if you were getting 20 or 30% off, but you only had about 20 or 30 minutes to do it? All right, Anada says, I take it. Jill says, me. Cassandra says, yeah, maybe. Special guest says it would need to be 30%. Ken says I would consider. Then I just see a whole bunch of me's. Douglas says I take it. Okay, cool. All right, so if you could get a substantial discount on that second one, you would probably buy it. All right. The point is, we've got now over, I think, 400 people in this room, and I would say about 50 to 60% of you just typed in I would take it. Okay, 50 to 60% of you typed in, I would take that deal. Now, I want you to take that 50 or 60% and apply it to your Shopify store. What if you had 50 or 60% of the people that came in there and had to choose one of two or two of three or three of four, come back in and take that deal and buy extra items? That would make us all more money. Yes or no? Just type in yes if you agree. And Melvin Eason, you're correct. That is what I'm talking about. All right, I see lots of yeses. All right, that's huge money right there. All right, so increasing the revenue by XXXXX is huge. I think I have a screenshot. Remember, this is an older presentation. I did this 8 weeks ago. It's my inner circle. Only the question on my Facebook inbox, actually a couple of you, has me doing this tonight. So this is, what is this? This one's from January. So this actually isn't even 8 weeks old. You can see here these two boxes in green on the right-hand side. This is some orders that have come into my Shopify store. And you'll notice that the last name, look at the very bottom, the last name, MacGyver, you see they came in and they spent $10.97. And then 20 minutes later, so they did that at 9:09, and at 9:22, so actually like 13 minutes later, they came back in and they spent $32. So they went from a $10 customer to a $32 customer literally in about 13 minutes. All right, and then if you looked at 20 minutes, oh, by the way, special guest says that's 2014 figures. No, it's not. That's the 14th day of January on 2016. It's just the way that they have the dates. I don't know why they have it structured like that in the reports, but that's 2016, January 14th to be exact. Now, up here at the top, I had a customer come in and spend $112, and they instantly came back and spent $85. So I almost doubled my profits on that instantly. How many of you in here would like it if your customers were continuously coming back in in making those types of purchases? I just want to see. I see, yep, Amy. All right, now, I went ahead because this really is a complete last minute thrown together presentation on this, but I wanted to be able to show you some relevant, like right now, today data, and I took a screenshot from the inside of my store, and I'm going to pull that over right now. So this is the screenshot. I know it's not huge, it's just the best I could do in a very short period of time, but here is the inside of the app. The app is called Profit Pal. It plugs into my Shopify store. You can see I'm on the apps tab, and I'm using an app called Profit Pal. And these are all orders today that are repeat orders, okay? So these are all repeat orders. I want to make sure everybody can see this. Can everybody see this, this box I'm moving around on the screen? Just type in yes if you can see it. Okay, cool. See lots of yeses. I see it's a too small. I'm sorry it's small, but it's the best I can do. I can't zoom in on this. There's no way to do it. These are all customers that are making repeat purchases. You got Jennifer, right? She came in and she spent $21, and then she instantly came back in and spent $11. Look at this one down here at the bottom. Let me change colors of my arrows because I think green sticks out better. This person right here, Kelly, she came in and she spent $49. That was at 10:08. Now at 10:17, that's literally 10 minutes later, 9 minutes later, she came right back in and spent $72. Remember when I said earlier, average order value? So her average order value, right, isn't $50. It's actually like $122. That's going to be her average order value for the day. Because she came back in and she took an offer that I presented to her. Look at this one. Michael Reynolds came in and he spent $49. And then within, what is that, 5 minutes, within 5 minutes, Michael came back in and spent $87.37. I almost doubled my value of my, you can see it happening time and time again. Look, you notice if you look here, all of these customers these are all repeat orders. Every single one of them. That's Profit Pal only captures the repeat orders. So you can see here, this person is a $50 customer instead of a $20 customer. This person is a $70 customer instead of a $60, or I'm sorry, a $32 customer. So I am able to increase and optimize on this average order value. And I want to ask y'all something real quick. How long do you think it took me to do this, set it up, and start doubling my profit on a lot of my customers and sometimes tripling it? How long do you think that a serious strategy like this would take to implement? I'm just curious. Yeah, and what is that? Bruria says Michael Reynolds came back in 3 times. That's a good point. He actually came back in and bought it twice. He used the discount 2 times. So he came from a $49 customer, then he spent $87, and then 4 more minutes later he spent another $21. This is why I'm running a massive 7-figure store, because I understand how to squeeze the profit, right? I'm just going to squeeze the profit out of the customers. So I'm just going back here, all right, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, a while, 5 minutes. For you, 10 minutes, weeks, 10 days, 28 minutes, some creative answers. All right, well, since it's an app, it took me about 5 minutes. 2 or 3 clicks in 5 minutes. And I instantly started doubling my profit on a lot of my customers. And guys, I want you to look at the date on these orders. That is the 23rd. That's today. And look at the time on this one. That is 8:38. So this order came in right here. I know my screen's getting kind of ugly, but this order came in 20 minutes before I started this webinar. So, I mean, I don't know how much more real time it can get than that. unless I was opening it up, my store up, which would show all my personal stuff, and show that to you. So this stuff it's just boom, 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 boom. While I'm on this webinar, it's making me more money because of what it does. All right, so I think y'all get the picture. It's some pretty powerful stuff. And the app that my buddy developed is called pph2. A couple of you in here already have it because, like I said, y'all were on the presentation I did 8 weeks ago. I'm going to show y'all how it works. I'm going to give you the opportunity to get it, and then we're going to do a Q&A. Does that sound good? Just say sounds good if you're cool with that. All right, I see sounds good, sounds good, sounds good. Can't wait, cool, love it. All right, awesome. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into a live demo of one of my Shopify stores that's kind of my demo store. Let me move this over. And I'm going to show you how it works. First, I'm going to show you just a straight up live demo of a sales page. So here is the inside of one of my Shopify stores. And this is the Homefront FD store. It's the demo one that I use. All right, so Homefront FD. And I started this store with a firefighter friend of mine. And that's kind of where this whole niche store came from. But anyways, I want to show y'all how it actually works. So let's just find a product real quick. I want to find a free one. Okay, we'll go to this one. All right, so let's say somebody is browsing the store, all right? And they see this fire extinguisher lighter. They go, okay, I want to buy this. But they also look down here and they see the baby bunkers, or they see another item that they might like. Maybe they're scrolling through and they see this t-shirt. They say, okay, well, I don't want to spend $25 on a t-shirt because I came in here to buy a free item. See, it's really one of the big keys to success with the free plus shipping method also is converting free plus shipping customers to retail buyers. See, not many people think that can be done, but I do it every day, all day. They come in for a free product, but I actually get them to end up buying retail stuff. If y'all understand that that's important, just type in understand, hashtag got it, or hashtag understand. Okay, cool. All right, everybody's on the same page as me. So they come here and they say, okay, well, I'm not going to buy the retail product. Like, I really like this t-shirt right here. There's 25 bucks, but you know, I clicked on this for a free offer. I didn't plan on spending $25 right now, so I'm just going to get this free product, and you know, I'll just live without that t-shirt. Okay? So they come here and they go through their purchase. When they're making their purchase, they're going to put in their email, so testemail@gmail.com, their name. So they're checking out. They're buying the free product now. All right, so they're going to put in their address, Example Drive, Jackson, and 39210. All right, so they hit continue, and they see that the shipping price is $9.95. You can see it over here. Shipping is $9.95, and in Mississippi, I charge taxes. So you've got $9.95, and they're going to put in their credit card number, and they're going to just pay their shipping. All right, that's all I did, free plus shipping. I have a little coupon code, so I don't have to actually put my credit card number in. I'm just going to apply it, so I don't have to like put my credit card number in on a live webinar, so you can all see my credit card number. I'm sure y'all love that. All right, so they put their credit card information in, and they hit purchase. All right, they complete their order. Is everybody with me right now? Just say yes if you follow me. They came in, they saw a retail product they wanted to buy, but they didn't want to spend 25 bucks, so they're just going through and they're purchasing the free offer, and they're just paying for shipping. All right? All right, see, lots of yeses. Okay. Now, here is what's going to happen. When they say, okay, well, that's it. I'm going to place this order. I'm going to spend the $10. I'm good. All right, processing order. 3, 2, boom. All of a sudden, on the checkout page, a coupon comes up with a countdown timer at 20 minutes. And it says, hey, you can get 20% off the entire store's retail products, but only within the next 20 minutes. So their order is already processed. I've already got their money for the first product, okay? But now they're saying, wait a second, in 20 minutes, I got 20 minutes and I can go back and I can get 20% off that t-shirt. Heck, I might buy 2 or 3 shirts because, well, I mean, I've got 20 minutes to get 20% off. And if you come back over to my screenshot here, that's why you start seeing that people are coming back. Literally, this guy came back within 5 minutes. This person came back within 11 minutes. This person came back within 3 minutes. I mean, they are freaking rushing back to the store to buy stuff because of that countdown timer right there. How many of you in here think that that's cool? I see Retail Genius, amazing. I mean, the timing of this pop-up is awesome. Exit pop, and wow. All right, so this is really, really, really good feedback I'm getting from you guys. Now, here's what's going to happen. Also, this is a brand new feature on the app. You can hit share with your friends, and what it'll do, because one of the first things you do when you get a good deal is you get it for yourself, but then what do? What do you do after you get a good deal for yourself? You share it with your friends, right? You share it. So we have a Facebook plugin built in, so you hit share with friends, and it's going to pull up a whole message here, and it's going to have save 20% now. It'll have an image. You can choose what image you want in there. I just didn't choose one for this demo. An image of the store or some products, and it's going to tell people that they can use within the next 20 minutes this same coupon, right? So that's going to start driving free organic traffic to your store. But if they hit the shop now button, I want you to see what happens. Pay very close attention to this, okay? When they say, okay, I want to go back in and I want to buy that t-shirt, they're going to hit shop now. Look at the top of the store now. All of a sudden, you see this little bar at the very top of my store that says use coupon code 20 minutes, and you've got 17 minutes left. Now, that was not there before. Remember, this is what it looked like before. There was nothing there. But now we have this bar that stalks them around the store. Watch. When they click on that shirt, watch what happens. Boom. The bar is still there. And say, you know what? I might want to check out this shirt right here, Evolution of a Firefighter. Boom. The bar is going to pop up. So it's going to continuously remind them, hurry up, make your purchase. Time is running out. Urgency, right? Urgency and a good deal. Create quick, fast customers like you're seeing in my screenshot where I'm doubling and tripling my money within 5 and 10 minutes. It's because everywhere they go on my store, this little bar is going to stalk them around and continue to remind them they've only got a couple of minutes left. How many of you on here, if you were shopping and you saw this promo, might take this 20% promo and rush to get it within the next 20 minutes? All right, so I see me, yes, I would. Faisal said, what's up, Faisal? I see you on here every week. He says, I'd buy everything. I see a couple of maybes. All right, I see someone just saying, no, I wouldn't take it. That's cool. I don't just read out the good comments. Not everybody's going to take it. Not everybody's going to go back in and buy something, right? I mean, that's just the name of the game. But once again, you're going to have a massive amount of people that are going to go through and buy it. If you look at this from today, all the extra money that this has made me today, it's making me hundreds of extra dollars a day, sometimes over 1,000 extra dollars a day just by having it installed. So there are a lot of people that are going to come in and they're going to take this promotion, right? So why this is important compared to a regular upsell? Let me explain that. A regular upsell happens when let's go back to you buying the jacket, okay? Let's go back to you buying the jacket. You go get the jacket. You're not maybe even interested in the second item or the third item. You go to buy the jacket, and you just pick the jacket up off the rack, okay? You just pick it up. You pick it up like this. Say, oh, hey, this is a nice jacket. Look at this jacket. This is really great. I wonder if I would like this. And before you can even try it on, somebody jumps in your face and says, wait a second, you like that jacket? Huh, check out this jacket too. You can have two jackets. You get this jacket right now with this jacket. Well, I haven't even decided if I want this jacket yet. Now you're trying to sell me this jacket. That's what happens with a regular upseller. How many of you in here are turned off when that happens, when you haven't even made up your mind yet, and somebody automatically starts trying to sell you something else? I see yuck, turned off, yes, me, hashtag, hell yeah, it's annoying as hell, yes, I'm turned off. But you see, what ProfitPal does is ProfitPal does not screw up your first customer acquisition opportunity. A lot of people will leave. They'll say, oh, you're trying to sell me too much crap. I'm out. I was going to buy something, but now you're just ticking me off because you won't quit trying to sell me stuff I'm not looking at. So when you interrupt, you are interrupting that buyer experience with a typical upsell, right? Which ticks people off and makes them leave, right? You're adding in an extra step between them purchasing their item and you making money. What ProfitPal does, which I think is just genius, is it waits until right after you get the customer's purchase, you get the money, right? They have a smooth, seamless shopping experience, and they're happy. That's why they made their purchase. And then right then, while they got their credit card out, while they're hot and ready, you say, by the way, as a reward for making this purchase, come back in right now, and within the next 20 minutes, if there was anything else that you wanted that you didn't get, you can get 20% off. You can get 20% off in your next purchase. Now this seems more like a good thing. It doesn't seem like a scammy, spammy upsell. It seems more like a reward for just making their previous purchase. And as you can see from my screenshot, people are coming in like crazy, and they're buying high-ticket retail items. They're not coming back in and buying a free item. They're actually purchasing free stuff and spending upwards of $100 per each order, which is nuts, right? So it's all about the perception. How do they perceive this upsell? Is it getting in their way? Is it another step between them and just buying what they want? Or is it a reward, a gift, a friendly gesture? I think special guest just said, a friendly gesture to come back in and buy some more stuff, which they appreciate. So it helps with your brand, and of course, it helps make more money. Now, how many of you in here would like to see the inside of the app? I just showed you the app in action, but how many of you would like to see the back end of the app? Okay, I see lots of yeses. And for those of you that came on late, because I've seen like 50 more people jump on, we are giving away $200 cash money at the end of the webinar, which we're almost there actually. So that will be randomly announced here at the end, and I'll give you more info about that. So make sure to stay on, because you could win. All right, so coming back over here to the store, if I go in here to my apps, you can see here app apps. If I scroll down, you'll see right here this app called ProfitPal, all right? So I'm going to click it. And ProfitPal is not free, okay? It's all Shopify apps that are good cost money. That's just a no-brainer. When you click on it, it pulls up your dashboard where you can start creating your coupon box. Because you see mine is green and red. It lets you fully customize everything. You can customize the discount code. You can customize the discount percent. You can give them a buy two, get one free, BOGO, buy one, get one free. You can pretty much offer any type of discount you want. And then, additionally, you can come in and you can customize the look and the feel of the box. So if you have more of a luxury type store, you could come in and just make it look prettier, right? So you can come in here and you can make the discount show up in yellow, or you can kind of make it more like a gold. Ooh, that was really ugly right there. You can do turquoise. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can make it go with the color scheme of your store, and you can change the color of the border. So, I mean, you can make it like a blue outline. You can change the color of the background, white, to, you can just totally customize your coupon box, which I didn't do on mine. I left it just the way it was. When you open up the app, it already has the coupon pre-done, pre-written for you. I mean, you have to create the discount in your store. See over here on the left-hand side, it says discounts. You would need to create a discount code that said 20 minutes that gave people 20% off. Or you could change it and to today only. Or you could change it to 30 minutes. And you'll see over here in the box, it changes the coupon code, 10 minutes. And you could up it to, you could say 40% off, or you could say 10% off, whatever. I use the default because Adam, the guy that built the app, he just automatically put in there what works for him. And I said, I'm not going to try to reinvent the wheel. I left it the same color scheme, the same coupon, everything, and it's crushing for my store, as you can see, obviously. Then you can change the call to action. So you can see the Shop Now button. You can make it say claim now or get now or whatever. You also, let me just, can change the buy button link. So right here where it says button link, if you just want to not promote 20% off store-wide, but you want to give 20% off a new product or 50% off a specific collection or hats or shirts or bracelets or whatever, you can customize where the buy button will take people. So if you're only offering the discount on a specific group of items, you only send them there. Does that make sense? Will you all just do me a favor and type in yes if that makes sense? All right, awesome. Everybody says that makes sense. Good. All right, you can change the color of the button. So I just want y'all to see that, you know, everything in here is 100%. It's 100% customizable. You can make the timer really, really pop out on this by making it say red, and you can make this. Let's see, we'll turn that back to green. Whatever. You can just do whatever colors you want. I'm actually making it ugly. Change the different fonts. So there's different fonts you can choose. Point is, it's 100% customizable. And then for the share link, which shows up here, share with friends, you can customize what that says, what the coupon is, and the image. You can upload an image of a product or a collection or your store logo or whatever. And you can see right here what I wrote. I said, let's imagine you're sharing this with your friends on Facebook. Anybody using this coupon that hits that button is sharing it with their friends. So I made the description say, guess what? You benefit from my last purchase. Use coupon code 20 minutes at HomefrontFD and save 20% off your order. Sweet. You can thank me later, as if they're doing everyone a favor for sharing this coupon code. And of course, that's all 100% customizable. And then you've got the little timer bar that is up here at the top. All right, you can change the color of that too. That's all editable. I left mine just the way it is, but you can make it red if you wanted to. And you'll see that if you see down here at the bottom, it gives you a preview. It turns it to a red one, so it's more noticeable. And on mobile phones, because this does work on mobile phones, it's mobile optimized. You can we have it pin this little bar right here to the bottom on mobile phones. So anybody that's on a mobile phone will see this countdown timer at the bottom of their mobile screen opposed to the top, unless you want it on the top. So you can, change that here. Same thing with desktop. You can put it on the top or the bottom. All right, once you set up your coupon code, all you do is hit save, and it starts saving it. Then it's going to give you this little box of code, and all you have to do is copy and paste it. So what you do is you take this little code that ProfitPal gives you, you right-click and you hit copy. You come over to your Shopify settings. So you click on settings by clicking right here. Then you click on checkout. So you see where it says checkout up here. You scroll down and you'll see this little box here that says additional content and scripts. All right. So I'm going to start from scratch again. After you copy that code, you go to settings, checkout, you scroll down, and you'll see a box that says additional content and scripts, which I've already got it in there, so let me erase it. All right, it'll be an empty box. And then you just paste it, and once you paste it, you hit save, and it saves it. Boom. You only have to do this one time. You never have, even if you edit the look and the feel, you never have to do it again. So once you edit it one time, you never have to, so you can see now that my box here is red. It automatically updates. You only have to put that code in one time only. Say, I got it, if you understand what I'm saying there. All right, cool. Everybody's got it. So you don't have to, every time you make a change, go re-put in the code and do all that stuff. You just simply have to do that one single time, and then all is good. That's it. Just reorganizing, trying to get my slides back up here. Okay, cool. So everybody's got it. Now, the question is, how many of you in here on Shopify feel like this is something that would be extremely valuable, that would help you make more money and double up and triple up on your profits if you had this on your store? Most definitely from Carrie, yes. Me. Are you kidding me? All right, now I want to talk about, aside just from it making you more money, here's some of the major player and power points about having something like ProfitPal on your store. How many of you in here have ever run a campaign that is breaking even? In other words, you're making no profit. You're literally making back what you spend. How many of you have done that before? Yes, me, no, not me, yes, on Amazon. Okay, so a lot of you. Now I want you to think back to that campaign that you're running that was breaking even. What if you had Shopify on your, ProfitPal on your store, on Shopify? Would that have been what you needed to throw yourself into a profit? Maybe, right? I mean, if you were breaking even, right, without it, if you put it on your store, it's a no-brainer that it's going to get you more sales. Duh, right? For those of you that have gone into a loss before, where you were losing on a campaign, ProfitPal might be just what you need to throw yourself into a profit. And I'm going to show y'all how you can get it and tell you how much it costs and all that stuff in a second. But I want to show y'all the private group that we have created for ProfitPal. So let me just log into my main. I'm just going to ProfitPal. I want to show you the private group because everyone that joins ProfitPal gets into this group. And I just want to, let me turn off my chat so I don't get a zillion people hit me up. All right, so you can see here, Lindsay, just on February 18th says, this is just a screenshot of 2 orders I got this week, but I definitely can see how this is going to make me more money. So she made an extra $50. that day on Shopify. That's that's good money over the course of time. And then you can just see here. Let me see if I can scroll through and find any more testimonials. Here's another one from Todd Crowley. So just in the last 3 days, ProfitPal has printed me $108. This app is sick and amazing. And here are his reports where you can see the different people purchasing from him, doing multiple purchases. And I'm just looking for screenshots because we have some people come in here and actually post screenshots like that, which is always cool and fun. Peter says, thanks, ProfitPal. It looks like for him right there, it made a $127 order right there. I'm just going to show you one more. ProfitPal at the best. Love this app. It's easily paid for itself. Wow, this guy turned a $7 customer into a $124 customer. That's $124 that would have walked away if he wasn't using ProfitPal. So this isn't just some fancy little piece of software. This is making people hundreds of extra dollars a day. And inside this Facebook group, we have tons of customers posting their ProfitPal sales. Like here, it made them an extra $41. All right, so how many of you are ready for me to just shut up and quit showing you examples and tell you how much it is and where you can get it? Just say, I'm ready. Don't tell me to shut up, Leon. You could have said it nicer. I'm joking. I know, I'm building up a lot of suspense. Okay, so let me just pull up the PowerPoint, and where is it? Where is our PowerPoint? There it is. All right, so this is one of those things that it is not mega expensive, but it's also not $10. So I'm going to tell you all that also. It's not mega expensive, but it's not like a $10 or $20 app. ProfitPal is $497. That's a one-time fee. And it's also, I should say, for unlimited stores. So you can put it on as many stores as you want, okay? So you can put it on as many Shopify stores as you like. And you can go to this link right here. It's http://am-secret-offer/pp, and you can purchase it for $497. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you get it and it doesn't make you any sales or anything, it just doesn't work out for you, or you decide not to do Shopify, you can refund it. It's not a big deal. If you're not making money with it, within 30 days, it's like we don't care if you refund it. We wouldn't want you to get stuck with it. 30 days I feel like is a long time, so I feel like that's fair. But it's $497, and you can put it on an unlimited amount of stores. And as you can see from what I just showed you, that's a small price to pay for the app, considering that it's making people hundreds of extra dollars a day. It will pay for itself over time. There's no hidden fees. There's no recurring. It's just a one-time payment, and that gives you access to ProfitPal, but it also gives you access to the Facebook group. And inside of ProfitPal, there is an entire training area plus a link to the group. So there is training in here on how to use ProfitPal, and of course a link directly to the Facebook group so you can join the Facebook group. This is not something that we are actively promoting. This is something that I wasn't even 100% sure if I should present it tonight, because I know a lot of you in here just purchased mobile opt-in and Ecom Suite X from Anthony and myself, and you just spent a decent amount of money. But on the flip side, this is an app that my buddy created that really can help you with everything that you just got from me. If you're newer to my Profit Power Hour, I don't sell something every week. I only offer you guys something that costs money when I feel like it's something that you could really use. And this is one of those things that it's a small price to pay to be able to tack onto your store and start scooping up all that extra money. So I think it's definitely a win-win situation here. So I just, I'm going to do a Q&A, answer some questions and stuff like that. I do want to just see what y'all are saying here. Just type in, I'm in. Oh, that's my bad. It's .com/pp. Type in I'm in if you're going to get Profit Pal. I know some of you already have it. And I forgot to put the .com on here. I told y'all this was totally last minute. Like totally last minute. But I got a couple of questions about it and it's like, well, they could use it. So I hope that you appreciate that. Let me just retype in the link because I may have even typed it in wrong. It's amsecretoffer.com/pp. I'm going to send y'all the link again. And I'm just going to look through here at your questions. So give me just a second. I'm going to type in, I'm going to read through your questions and I will answer some of those. And I mean, it's like, it doesn't have to be Profit Pal oriented questions, just e-commerce in general, Shopify in general. If you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer those. This webinar is not all about selling Profit Pal. I want you to have it. It's going to be very powerful to have on your store, but I also want you to know that I'm here to answer your questions. So that said, the link should be working. Let me type it in. Let me just type it in real quick. Enter, and yep, that's it right there. So it looks like it's working to me. And this is lifetime access. You have the Facebook group, and of course, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you install it in your store, set it up, watch the training videos, get inside our Facebook group, share your results, share your earnings reports, which is, we always really, really enjoy. And I know that you're going to absolutely love this app. So let me come over here and read some of your questions. Let me just see if I can make this chat box bigger, make it easier for me. Victor says, can I start with the basic version of Shopify? Victor, I would recommend that you use not the basic one, but at least the Pro, the Unlimited, and there's one other, because there's 4. There's basic, then one that's like $30, and then there's Pro and Unlimited. So I would at least go to that second tier, because the basic plan doesn't have a lot of like necessary features with Shopify. Profit Pal only works with Shopify. So Ulrich, yes, Profit Pal only. It is a Shopify exclusive app that plugs into their app store. I see. Let's see. Can somebody, sorry Stephanie, Stephanie's asking, can somebody new benefit from Profit Pal? Yes, you can. I mean, even if it makes you an additional $20 a day, if you don't have a lot of orders coming through, I mean, just that one person that comes in and buys one extra thing still is doubling your revenue. That's giving you more money to reinvest into your ads. And as you grow, you're not leaving any money on the table because Profit Pal is there and, it's scooping up whatever money is available for you. So definitely. I would say if you're new, it might be what you need to take you out of a negative or a break-even state and into a profitable state. Leon says, how many products do you have on your store? Oh, man, I probably have over 100 now, but I've been doing this a long time. I took all of my t-shirts from like a year ago that I used to promote on Teespring and put them on the store. but in terms of AliExpress, maybe like 30 products. But I have a lot of t-shirt designs because I've done well over $1 million in t-shirt sales. I put all those on my store. All right, so just real quickly, I see one or two of you saying the link doesn't work. Will everybody type in a yes if you went to the link and it worked for you, just so I can make sure that it works? Congratulations, Marcia. Okay, cool. So that just must be an isolated problem for 2 or 3 people. Kay says, why did you quit using Teespring? That's a very easy answer. I've got multiple reasons for why I quit using Teespring. One is they kept all of my emails. Like all of my customer emails, they wouldn't give them to me. That's number one. That's a big no-no. They should get a slap on the wrist for that. That's my data. Number two, why the heck would I build their brand when I could build my own? You know, I mean, it makes no, after I thought about it, it's like, why the heck am I sending all this traffic to Teespring when on Shopify, I get my customer data, I build my own brand, I can make money off email marketing, I can plug in all these awesome apps. It's a no-brainer to jump off of Teespring and onto Shopify. So just coming through here, Facebook ads. William, if your Facebook account ad got flagged, that happens sometimes on a brand new account. If you sent in your ID, you should be good. Like usually within 7 days they'll reply. As long as you didn't do anything bad, and promote something that they don't allow, you should be solid. But they take a lot of precautionary measures on brand new accounts. Don Barry says, can the Atlanta people get the app? Don's in an Inner Circle live training we did in Atlanta. Don, this is not my software, so I can't give it away. This is Adam's software. So it's not included with what we offered in Atlanta. You get access to all my personal stuff, but this is a completely different person's offer. Let's see. No, I don't make t-shirts at Teespring and then put them on Shopify. There is a great app that I'm going to be doing a webinar about pretty soon on t-shirts. I've just been testing them out, and I'm gonna show them in the next couple of weeks. They do t-shirts, coffee mugs, all sorts of stuff, but I really want to test them out and see their shipping times and test their customer service before I recommend it to my inner circle, because I want to take good care of you guys. I don't want to just throw something that's cool and simple at you unless I know for a fact it works. Like, for instance, ProfitPal. You can see it works because today it's made me a couple of $100 just in the screenshot I've shown you. So I only recommend what I actually use, which is, I think, important for you guys. All right, so just real quick, because I'm not seeing a ton of questions. David says, do you get a commission for presenting us this software tonight? Yes, I do. I definitely do. If I refer him customers, of course I do. Kay says, I hope so. Are y'all cool with that, though? I'll show you something that's legit that can really help you, and I mean, I don't see any harm in that. Anyways, it's up to you if you get it or not, or if you don't, if there's an issue with that. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see if y'all got some content-related questions. But before I see the content-related questions, just out of curiosity, I want to know how many of y'all actually went and got ProfitPal. Just type in "I'm in," just so I can see how many of you actually joined in, because I'm really curious, because I know some of you in here already had it. So Anada, Christine, Doug, Joy, Eric, Leighton, Michael, Kim, Tiffany, Chris. Hey, Chris. I really enjoyed talking to you in Atlanta at the live event. You were just so great. Carmen, I know Carmen, I love you. You've been in here for every week for like over a year. I know that you've already got it. So some of you in here are asking about a payment plan. I do have access to a payment plan, but it's more expensive. Let me go into my little account here. It's $100 more if you go through the payment plan. Just a sec. Let me make sure it's still active. Because we did a payment plan 8 weeks ago. It was secret. Yep. All right, let me just calculate because I forget how much it even added up to. It's 149 times. Crap. Let me get my calculator out. I failed math too many times in college to try to do the math in my head. That way I can tell you the exact price. Let's see. It is. Where is my calculator? All right, I'll go ahead and give you the link to it because I got to calculate how much it actually costs. I think it ends up being like $100 more, and it is AM Secret Offer. Test it real quick and make sure it works. It worked on my end. amsecretoffer.com/flex, PP flex. Let me just see if I can underline it, make it blue, and maybe center it so it looks a little bit nicer. Okay, well it won't center, but this is it right here. And it is 149 times, I know my screen's getting ugly, 149 times 4. That's what it is. Yeah, so it ends up being like more like 500, and well, let's just say $600. So you pay 149 tonight, and then there would be 3 additional payments over the course of the next 3 months for $149. So it's $100 more, but you can spread it into 4 months. And just test the link. Let me make sure that it works myself. I'll paste it up here. Yes, okay. So when you paste it in, if you've already been to the full pay link and you didn't buy, it'll still have the full pay in there. So it'll basically put both products in your cart. So just X out whichever one you don't want because it remembers that you have the full pay in your cart already. And you should be good. Now let me find, I got too many dang screens here. And I'll type in this address into the box for you guys. All right, so everybody should have that. So it is, oh, thank you, Kim H. It ends up being $596. Thank you. It's all, my dad always says, I wish, I used to have a math tutor, and her name was Miss Hinman, and he said, I wish to anything your math tutor, Miss Hinman, could see you now because you are so good with numbers. And I'm like, Dad, I am not good at math. I'm good at making money on Facebook, but I'm not good at math. And for some reason, he thinks I'm like a math genius because I can say, oh yeah, Dad, well, I had a 10% conversion rate. And so after that 10% conversion rate, I ended up increasing my return on investment by another $50, which is going to make me another X amount of dollars a month. I know how to talk money. I just don't know how to do like addition and subtraction. That's why I have a calculator on me at all times in my iPhone. That's all I need. I'm just not a math person. Even though math is the language of money, it's just not a language that, fortunately, I'm very good at speaking. So anyways, coming over here and looking at some more of your questions. The reason I'm looking over here is because I've got 3 screens. I wish y'all could see all of my screens. Look at this. And here's another one. So y'all can see I am literally like straight up like a battle station here of screens. That's why I'm so bright. I can get a 10 just by sitting here and sit in front of these screens. Leon, I saw that you messaged me those screenshots on Asana. I haven't gotten to reading them yet. My messages have been crazy, but I do have them flagged in my folder to go back and look at them. All right, so we're going to be giving away the $200 cash prize. We are still going to do that. I just want to make sure that there are no more questions about ProfitPal or about e-commerce, and then we'll play our little money game and we'll give away $200. But oh, somebody asked, who was it? Well, it's too high on the list now. If this is a tonight only offer, it's not going to be like tonight only, but probably within the next 2 to 3 days, the cart for this is going to close, because Adam does not want an influx of like thousands of people getting into the group, because him and I both engage everybody in the Facebook group, and this is not even an official launch of the software. In the future, there's going to be a monthly recurring fee that's on it, and it's just going to be more expensive, and it won't be unlimited stores. You'll only have you'll be able to put it on one store, and you'll have to pay for every store. For tonight, it is a one-time fee, unlimited stores. There's no hidden fees, no upsells. You're not going to see a ProfitPal box try to sell you something else after you buy a ProfitPal. It's just you're getting kind of in on the ground floor. And to give you an idea, let me find my, to give you an idea of how much other apps cost, though, on Shopify, if you come into the App Store and you click Browse Apps, let me just show you some of these. You've got Bold Upsell, which is not a very good app. It's really buggy, and it's a pre-upsell, which I used this in the very beginning. It got me some sales, but it also ticked customers off. It's $60 a month for every single store that you put it on. So upwards of $60 a month. Then you've got apps like Rare, which is email marketing. This one goes up to over $150 a month. And you know, apps are expensive usually. They're monthly recurring, and it's only per store. So for instance, every time I put Rare on one of my stores, I have to pay a new additional monthly fee. When you get into ProfitPal, there is no monthly fee. There is no limit how many stores you can put it on. You're straight up in for life. Plus, you get you're going to get into this group right here, which is a private group, and you will be able to go in and communicate with Adam, the guy that actually owns the software and developed it. Hopefully, post screenshots and see what other members are up to. So this is not like I'm not holding a gun to your head saying you got to do it this second. I'll probably send out an email about it over the next 2 to 3 days, but I will shut down the cart thereafter, because we don't do like open promos. You know, we just do them for a couple of days, and then everything locks until maybe later on in the year or something. He might want us to do another promotion. Actually, he doesn't even know I'm doing this right now, honestly. I just, like, this was so last minute, I didn't even tell him I was going to come on and do it. I just, he's one of my partners, so I have a little bit of control. All right, now looking over at what you guys have to say. Islam says, Devin recently launched an upsell app. What are your thoughts on that? First off, I love Devin. Dude is brilliant. Love that guy. So definitely nothing negative to say about anything that he puts out, because he puts out great stuff. But his app is different. His app is a front-end upsell, where ours is a back-end upsell. What we wanted to do was basically use psychology to not tick the customer off, but to make them love us even more with an upsell, rather than throwing it in their face. his upsell app works, and as a matter of fact, you could use a regular upsell app up front. It's because they're not bad. It's just that they do, anyone will tell you, when you present somebody an upsell before they purchase, it decreases your conversion rate. It may increase how much money you make, but it will decrease your conversion rate, because anytime you put a step between, here is me, here's you, anytime you put a step in between us, right, some people are going to fall off. And that's why with Profit Pal, Adam wanted the upsell to come after the fact, and it just freaking crushes. But you could, essentially, if you wanted to be very aggressive, you could do an upfront upsell and a Profit Pal upsell and hit them twice. I have not tested that. I think that's a little aggressive, but you never know. It could work really well. It definitely would be worth doing it. Ogar says, how do you make money from shipping? Well, you build your profit into the shipping. You can control how much shipping costs on Shopify. So, I mean, if your product is like 90 cents and shipping is $3, you've got $4 invested in the product. If people are paying $9.95 or $10 for shipping and handling, you've clearly got a profit built in there. Victor says, outside of Profit Pal, how many additional softwares do you use that are very essential? I would say I've got maybe 4 or 5 apps that I use that are really, really solid. And I use the MailChimp app, which is a really great app because that streamlines people to my my store. The order lookup app is really good. This store is a demo store, so I don't have everything in here. Better Shipping is an app that's essential if you're doing free plus shipping, but you have to have the top tier Shopify store to use Better Shipping. You have to have the unlimited plan on Shopify. It gives you that one extra little feature. Notify is a cool app. It shows people you know, what products people are purchasing. And then the other essential one is Abandonment Protector. This is an app that goes out, and when somebody adds something to their cart but leaves, it'll send them a follow-up email, and it will show them, it'll tell them to come back and finish their order. And I do make thousands of extra dollars from that app as well. But at the rate I use it, it costs me about $200 a month for Abandonment Protector per store that I have it on. That app charges me $200 a month, give or take a little, per store that I have it on, because I send so many emails to cart abandoners, which goes back to show you at Profit Pal, one time, $497 is, you know, you just can't compare to that. It's kind of unheard of. And this is not an official launch. This is a beta launch on it. It's just, you know, you guys are in my inner circle, so I show you cool stuff when I can. All right, so let me just come back here and look at the questions. James, yes, you can do free plus shipping even if you don't have the Better Shipping app. If you go to my Facebook page and look, I've got so many windows pulled up, I don't even know what's where. If you go to my Facebook page, let's go back over to my page. So if you stroll back here and you scroll down really far, it's going to be a minute. You'll see I did a screenshot of exactly how I have it set up if you don't have Better Shipping app. You got to scroll a ways down, and you will see a screenshot. Oh, here it is. I posted on November 25th, and this is how I have my shipping set up with not using Better Shipping. So you can go back and look at that. All right, so we're going to do the free money giveaway here in just a second. I just want to make sure I've got everybody taken care of. There's a lot of people typing, so I'm sorry if I missed some of your questions. Faisal said, instead of giving away $200, why don't you give away 2 or 3 Profit Pals? Because I can't give the software away. I don't have that type of control over it because I don't own it. So I can't just give it away. He has to, the agreement was, people have to pay for it. If it was mine, that'd be a great idea. I would definitely give it away. I'd give one away instead of the $200 at least. So, do we have any more questions on here? How many of you are, I see a lot of people saying good, no. Is anybody on the fence about Profit Pal that's just thinking about getting it, but you're not too sure yet? I just, out of curiosity, just type in on the fence. Okay. Let's see. Chad, Mark, Teresa. Rebecca says, if so, they should jump. If so, they should jump. Reginald Stinson, please quit copying and pasting the exact same thing in a bunch of times. I got to stop you before you get too crazy with it because I'm legitimately trying to read people's questions. And that's really messing up my chat box. Your question is, how are you fulfilling your orders? Are you using a fulfillment center? No, I am not. I have everything automatically fulfilled through AliExpress, and I ask the vendors to drop ship the items for me, and most of them agree to do so. All right? So there is an answer to your question. All right, for those of you that are on the fence, can you just type in what's holding you back out of curiosity, and maybe I can answer the question for you. I know you're going to have 2 or 3 days to make up your mind, but here we are now and I'm live, so I may as well answer the question. Okay, so finances, money, need to get the funds. Okay, well those are all things I can't really argue with. Julie says price point. Price point's going to go up in the future, just so you know. Okay, new. Now, if you are new, don't let that stop you because there is a 30-day guarantee, and you might find that positioning Profit Pal in your store turns some of your negative or break-even ads into a profit. So it doesn't necessarily have to make you hundreds of extra dollars a day, but if it could just make you profitable because somebody came back and made that purchase. For instance, one guy I'm actually mentoring his wife, and she was making a couple $100 a week with Shopify, and she was not breaking even, but was barely profitable. And one day she messaged me and she's like, oh my gosh, Adrian, you have no idea. We literally just got thrown into a massive profit because 2 customers came in and spent over $100 with Profit Pal. She was doing a couple $100 a week, and in one day she made an additional $100. Said it threw her into a huge profit margin, got her excited, gave her more money to invest in her ads. So if you're new, you still need it on your store because every extra dollar counts. All right, now let's do the $200 cash prize giveaway. I'm not going to sit here and harp on Profit Pal. Let's come up here. If you go to my Facebook page, this is how we do our giveaways now. Let me refresh. You should see a post here that was made 46 minutes ago. It's got the 5 stars. I already see there's 32 comments on it, so thank you all for commenting on it so soon. It says, what did you think about our Profit Power Hour tonight? Okay. I would love it if you would come here right now, and I'll type in the link here so you can get to my fan page, amvipfb.com. and comment on this post. It needs to be on this post, okay? So like the page, of course, and come here to Rate Tonight's Profit Power Hour and comment and just tell me what you think of tonight's webinar. Don't put Profit Pal questions or anything like that on there. Just tell me if you think it was informative, if you learned about average order values, buyer persuasion, increasing and optimizing your customer acquisition funnels, because these are all things that I wanted to convey to you tonight. Whether you get Profit Pal or not, you should walk away from this webinar understanding more about how to profit from Shopify, regardless of if you have the app or not. You should know now how important it is to start squeezing the money out of the customers right after they purchase, right? You should understand email marketing is really key to doing that. Retargeting is key to doing that. Upsells after the fact are really key to doing that as well. Just overall, optimizing your campaigns. Don't be happy with a quick $10. How can you turn that 10 into 20, 30, 40, or 50 and do it over and over and over and over and over again? Because that's where the moolah is, all right? That's where the big money is that a lot of people aren't exercising right now. And they're making money, but they're leaving so much on the table, it's literally sickening. All right, so let me just refresh here and see how many comments I have, because I'm going to choose our winner tonight from the comments. Because a lot of people did not believe I actually give away $200, and I've been doing it for a year. They didn't believe I give away the money. So I was like, well, what better way than to just scroll through the Facebook comments and randomly pick somebody and give them the money while we're live on the webinar. I think that sounds fair enough. So go here, post your comments, and you can post as many comments as you want. I'm going to give you all, it's 9:34, I'll give you all 5 minutes. But don't post the same thing over and over and over. That makes it look bad on my page. So it needs to be unique comment. You can even go in and put hashtag, something, hashtag make it rain, hashtag boom, hashtag optimize. How about everybody go in right now and type in hashtag double down, because that was kind of one of the main hashtags I like tonight. Hashtag double down. Then give me some legit feedback in a second comment. Even if you hated it, if you hated tonight's webinar, tell me on here. I'm not worried if people see it. It's like there's so much good feedback. If one person hated it, I would love to know so I can see why you thought it sucked. But I haven't seen anybody in here say that it sucks. So please, don't do that. But if you must, it's okay. I'm not going to ban you or anything like that. You may get mobbed by everybody else, though, because, I have some students that are pretty protective, and I appreciate that from you guys. All right, so we've got 9:35. So while y'all are commenting away, I'm going to look in the chat box at some more questions. Okay, Patricia says, if I am supposed to open Shopify stores through Profit Pal rather than Shopify discount, I can't. No, you're confused, and it's okay. You're just a little bit confused. ShopifyDiscount.com is a link that will give you 10% off your Shopify store, okay? Profit Pal is a plug-in that you can plug in to your into your Shopify store. So it's like, imagine you're going to buy a cell phone, an iPhone, and Apple has a discount, 10% off your iPhone, okay? You use that 10% discount and you get 10% off your iPhone. Then you open your iPhone and you can go add in all the apps and the plugins, but they cost money too. Profit Pal is just a plugin. You can't join Shopify through Profit Pal. You have to have Shopify already, and you can plug like a plugin. You can plug Profit Pal in, all right? And you need to be logged into your store when you get Profit Pal. So, you'll get the link after you sign up. You'll instantly get a link to join Profit Pal, and it will take you to a page similar to this one, not right here, but this one right here. It'll take you to a page but it'll say Profit Pal on it. and at the right you'll see a green button that says Get. And when you see that button, you just hit Get, and it will instantly install ProfitPal on your store. Okay, so it like right now, Rare is being installed on my store because I hit Get. So when you're in the App Store, when you get the link to join ProfitPal, you would just come in and I'll install an app real fast. Let me find a random free one. How about this one? This will work. Alt text. No, let's do this one. Okay, so you would just hit Get when you're installing ProfitPal. You got to be logged in your store. You'll see a button like this that said Install ProfitPal, and you hit Install App, and it'll take it a couple seconds. And then it'll be installed, just like that. So now, whenever you go to your Shopify store and you start out from your home screen, you just come down to where it says Apps on the bottom left. You scroll down and you'll see ProfitPal in there. And this is what ProfitPal looks like right here. You'll see it in the blue box. All right, so you're not joining Shopify through ProfitPal. And for those of you that have not gotten my discount for Shopify, if you have not joined Shopify yet, has anybody in here not joined Shopify and not started a store and wants my 10% discount coupon code? Just say yes. Okay, and even if you already have a store, if you open up more stores in the future, this code that I'm going to give you, it gives you a 30-day free trial to Shopify, because Shopify it costs money depending on what plan you sign up with. I recommend Basic, Pro, or Unlimited. In all honesty, I really recommend at least Pro, if I'm being honest, because it offers these extra little features right here that are very important, but it's up to you. If you go through a link that Shopify personally gave me, the link is, oh man, my screen is getting messy. Let me just copy this. And we'll give away the money right after this. If you go to www.shopifydiscount.com, all right, if you go to this link right here, you will save 10% on your next Shopify store that you open up. So 10% off for life. And it will extend the trial, because Shopify gives you like a 14-day trial. It'll extend that trial to a 30-day trial. Now, I don't want you to get confused. When you go to the link, and I'm going to put it in the chat box too, 10% off Shopify. It's not going to show you the discounts. When you go to shopifydiscount.com, it is not going to show you the discounts. But when you are billed after your free trial, it's going to give you your 10% discount, okay? It just doesn't show it on their sales page. I don't know why. I asked them, but I can assure you, if you go through that link and you sign up for Shopify, you will get 10% off when you're actually billed. You'll get 10% off whatever price you see right here. And if you look up in the chat, in the URL bar, you'll see my name. When you first type that link in or click on it, you'll see REF Adrian Morrison. And that's how you know you went through my link, okay? All right, so it's been a couple of minutes now. I'm going to go back to my Facebook page. Man, my screen is like crazy. Tonight I was definitely not organized, so I'm really, really sorry if I've been confusing running through different screens. I literally just, tonight, this was totally last minute, and I was definitely not organized. Let's go here and look at the comments, and we'll give away the 200 bucks. And I'm going to let you guys go on and enjoy your night. So we got 300 comments right now. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with 315 comments. And hopefully you've left some unique comments. And we'll unhide that. I don't know why I got it hidden. So let me just pull up the entire post and zoom out a little bit. It'll make it easier on me. We're at 321 comments, okay? Now let's just get all of them so I can scroll up and down. All right, so Amy, thank you very much. Now I'm just going to scroll up and down like this. If I land on last week's winner, I'm going to have to give somebody else a chance, okay? So if I randomly land on the same person that won last week, I'm going to have to do it again. I'm sorry about that, but I want to give everybody a shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to count down from 10, and then we are just going to stop my mouse. And just for fun, if you want, you can do the countdown in the chat box. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And we're more toward Ken City. Ken City from San Diego, it looks like. All right, Ken City, you are the winner. So I'm just going to comment here. You just won 200. So make sure, Ken, first off, congrats, buddy. Private message me, okay? Come over here and just hit message up here at right here at the top right, I guess, and private message me your PayPal address so I could send you the $200, okay? And for everybody saying congratulations to Ken, thanks for being a good sport. Make sure that you take me up on this opportunity to A, get your 10% discount on Shopify at shopifydiscount.com, and B, get Profit Pal in your store. If you're on the fence and you're not positive if it's for you, look, I'm only going to have this up for 2 or 3 days. In the future, it is going to be more expensive. It's going to have recurring on it. Just get it. And if for whatever reason in 30 days you're not using it, this is one of those products that, you know, I will allow the 30-day refund grace period. It's smarter to get it now instead of risking not being able to get it at all or paying more for it. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't have control over like when the shopping cart is open on this, and I don't have control over what the price is going to be either. So I want you guys to be able to get it, and you got 30 days to use it. Even if you get the payment plan, it's only you still get 30-day money-back guarantee. We have a support desk for it. If you email us and say I don't want it, we're not going to try to like talk you into. Actually, it's not even my support. They're not going to try to talk you into keeping it. They'll just say, you know, okay. They might ask why. The only reason I've seen anybody cancel is they just never ended up opening up a store. But that's what I'm saying right now is even if you don't have a store right now, you're going to open one up. If you're on My Profit Power Hours, you're going to be doing Shopify because I'm going to show you how to freaking kill it. So just go ahead and get it because you're going to need it. And then you can use it later. You got 30 days. All right, that said, thank you so much, everybody, for getting on tonight's webinar. In all honesty, I would really appreciate some sincere feedback from you guys, not just a comment to win, but I'd really like to know if you enjoy these webinars, if you recommend these webinars, if you could comment on this and just let me know, and hit the like button and the share button. I'd really appreciate that. I think it's pretty awesome if you can get family members, friends, whatever, on these webinars and get them into the business too. That's how we started. Anthony got me in it, and then we got my dad and my little sister into it. Even my mom, my wife, Anthony's wife is doing it all now too. So we get everybody, the whole family, and a lot of our friends are involved in it, and it's just it's really fun. We really enjoy it. Congratulations to tonight's winner. It is storming like crazy outside of my window right now. I haven't looked at the weather, but I know there's like tornadic weather coming up. So I'm sure my wife is probably like, why don't you get downstairs? Because it's safer downstairs if there's going to be like a tornado or something. But I don't think there's going to be a tornado, but I know we're getting some really bad weather. So I am going to go ahead and get off and get downstairs because it is safer down there. Mississippi just gets so much like tornadic weather but so far so good. I hope I don't lose my internet connection or anything. I don't know what I'd do all night without it. So please, Lord, let the internet stay on and don't let the power go out. I have work to do. All right, guys, I really appreciate y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Terry, thanks so much for asking about my dad. He's doing so much better. He's getting out for dinner and stuff, and he's calling me a lot. He sounds better on the phone. His voice is strong, and he's laughing, and his spirits are good. He's had a really rough road with his health and his back, and yeah, he's doing much better. So I really appreciate that. I really do. My dad is just an amazing, amazing person. Everybody in my family is. So thanks so much for asking. I love you guys. Seriously, y'all are rock stars. Y'all are so much more to me than attendees that get on the webinar. I recognize you. I know a lot of your names. I see you in here every week, like Chris and Carmen and Jim Bear, and I truly do appreciate y'all. And thanks so much for believing in myself and my brother. And we promise that we're going to do everything we can this year and forever on to present to you guys the most cutting-edge stuff and simplify it to help you achieve your goals and your success. And we just get so much joy from it. So once again, I really appreciate that, every single one of y'all tonight, for getting on and for all of your comments and love. And I will see y'all next week, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. EST, every single week. So until then, I'll see y'all on my Facebook page. I'm trying to be more social and post some stuff. So make sure to keep an eye out. I got another video or two I'm going to post on there. Congrats to everybody that got Profit Pal tonight. And God bless. I'll see y'all next week. Good night.